Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali, this is thoroughly impromptu. It is just hopefully helpful. Insight. I don't know. I guess it is advice because I'm taking my own advice. But I just finished a run and it was an easy run. And the reason why I say that is because I just finished with Dr. She Ramadan. And so we fasted for the entire month of December. And one of the things that I'm trying to learn how to do myself is to trust the signals that my body feels. And I discovered today that my sixth sense was correct. I have a very disciplined sort of, I can't say it's disciplined because sometimes I'll, go off the rail with it, but very increasingly more rarely as far as my diet goes. That's what I mean. And I'll just, I have an understanding after all these decades of being alive of how my body operates. And I have embraced the fact that my body's in charge, not my desires, my love of eating. I'm a food addict. I could eat everything and anything, but I've learned how to guide my preferences so that I don't eat everything and anything. I can literally spend a week inside a Dunkin' Donuts store and not be tempted to eat anything in there whatsoever because it all would look like just tombstones to me. And the same thing with any commercial corporate kitchen food. I'm serious. I could just sit back and eat everything at one point in my life. And I've learned because I don't like the results that come from that. And my body will let me know, and it let me know when it was a dangerous type of thing because I had to, through getting healthier and healthier, learn how to listen to the subtle instructions from my body so that I wouldn't have to wait until I was, I used to, when I would get up, I would be dizzy, which is a sign of being pre diabetic. And those were some of the things that made me say, oh, no, I am not comfortable with that. I enjoy life. And thereby, I want more life, never less. So, in saying that, you can't mistake confidence for arrogance, is that there's a thing that's happened to me in learning how to listen to my body. So that today, when I went for a run, during the fast, I noticed everything was off. I've been doing 5 miles steadily, but this whole month I couldn't because during the fast, you don't eat for the periods of daytime. It's very fortifying because it triggers you to change your regimen, and I can be very regimented. But because of that, it teaches because stuff is popping and we don't know when they're going to change stuff up, and you just got to get with it and move on to save your life because these people have lost their minds. And so, over the years of getting more discipline, more focus, so that I could hear my body, and it was telling me, you don't have the energy, you're not getting the level of nutrition that you need, and so that you can do these long runs. I would go outside and I would attempt to run, and I would get like 1/10 of my usual, just not mileage in. I didn't even make it to a mile. For me, that's half a mile. And I couldn't. And I had to go on faith that my body was telling me, you ain't got it, so don't push yourself. And so I didn't. It was scary because I know if I get too far away from doing my exercises that I'll just sit on my keister and I won't get up for way too long. And I'm fearful of that because I love the benefit. I love that intensive reward that I get from protracted exercise. When I come back home from my runs, I do these abdominal exercises, which I mean, they have produced massive results as far as my, abdominal muscles go. Yeah, I'm not one of the ones where I'm going, I don't feel the need. I need to prove it to you. I'm just saying it, keep it going. But I just had to go on faith that at the end of that, once I got back into my regular routine of eating in the middle of the day, very light meals that I have, except for my salad. My salad, I gorge on that sucker. Um, but I went back to having my favorite beans are beluga beans, black beans. They're highly nutritional and I love that hearty taste. And so I would have that in the middle of the day and that would give me, a protein boost that I could feel impacted my workout. But now I know it does because now that I'm back, when I went out today, it wasn't a big deal. I just did 3 miles, but still I hadn't been able to do even half a mile. And so through that fasting period, I did the whatever exercise I could because in my mind I've learned from the years of working out that every little bit counts. And so I was inside the house just for some reason dancing, and I had my little stepper and I was doing the steps, and I would do like an hour's worth of that and be sweating like nobody's business. For some reason, when I went outside, I tried to run. Running is one of the most labor impactful exercises you can do, and it's because of that reverberation as you make them footfalls. That is a shock to the body. And so that's why when you run, it's actually going to burn more calories than if you're dancing for the same amount. It's intense. It's even more impactful than bicycling. And that's why for me, I love it because that shock sends those endorphins out. Um, and so I wanted to share that with you as an inspiration, but I've had people on occasion say to me that, don't be arrogant or, like, oh, you're arrogant because you do these things. Once you have just managed to, I can't say I've defeated the food junkie in me, the lazy person that's on the inside of me, but I've fine-tuned my response to my own hesitancies, my own inner doubts so much that it can sound for you who you may be on the other side of that. And you also don't believe that you're ever going to be able to extricate yourself from those things that have got you sick, feeling helpless, and feeling as it ain't nothing gonna happen. Go one step at a time. It's not arrogance on my part, it's the confidence that I've gained from years of challenging myself. Did I? Oh, okay, good. I want to make sure I'm broadcasting. I don't see if that there might not. Oh, there's 4 people listening. Welcome. I have to verify. Maybe I'm just talking to myself, okay? And I do that sometimes too. I'm sure many people do that. But anyway, that confidence that you gain, there's right now, we're living in a culture that is encouraging slovenliness and all the things that become habits, they become addictions that when you fall on into them, you don't think that there's any way you can get out, and it can be hurtful when you see others who are saying, hey, you can get out, you can do it, you can do it. I don't mean to point at you. I'm just saying you can do it. Right? Don't make the mistake of just because you think, well, she just, she a pain in the butt. I can't stand that woman. Um, I'm thinking that I'm here to just pontificate. I'm not. I'm real happy being a private person. I wouldn't be up here if this society wasn't completely intolerable at this point in time. Not in a way where we need to go out and do what they want us to do, which is become violent. They love that. And that's what the immigrants are for. I'm quite sure to just, like in Europe, where they have all these things happening and they can all blame the immigrants, not the people who told them, hey, we're going to pay you if you come on up in here. So the society is being guided to the worst possible, like, inner voices, callings that is within each and every single person. But you can literally step on the other side of that one day at a time, one challenge at a time, and everything helps, even if it's just to walk. Peace, beloved brother Mark Holmes. Oh, thank you very much. What a lovely compliment. I appreciate that. You can just make each one of those steps, even if it's just walking half a block. That's how I started. Yes, back. I think I just power walked half a block or a block, and that's all I can manage. And each time I would just challenge myself to do a little bit better, a little bit better. All along that path, I had doubts that I would ever be able to, be consistent. The biggest muscle I found through working out is consistency. Even if you don't manage all that you got in your mind, just keep on going, keep on doing it. Even if you think you look silly, you just keep on going. And it's going to get to the other side, so that people will start looking at you and wondering, is that person just cocky? Are they arrogant? And no, you're just trying to share. When you see somebody and it looks like they're, fitter than you, or they got this going on or whatever, you don't know where they started at. You don't know what they're challenging within themselves to do to overcome so they can get to the other side and see, oh, okay, the struggle was worth it. Not paying attention to my own inner doubts, that was worth it. And so even listening to my body, when my body was saying, no, you can't do this right now. And my doubts, woo, they came right back up. You all know you're going to fall back into laziness. I needed to listen to my body right then and there and do what I needed. And now I'm back, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's all I do. This is just easy to come up here and do a live rather than edit a whole video together. So thank you, anybody who's listened or will listen after I finish this 13, 14, 15 minutes. That's all I need to be up here for. Mwah! Straight Black family pride is our map, our jet airplane that works, no matter if Wigners were happening or not. Our jet airplane to forever. Love you. Peace and blessings. Thank you. Oh, peace, beloved Herman Breckenridge. Yes, push yourself to success, because it is the gift from Allah himself. He brings life and ever more abundantly. Love you, family.